Hey Taurus, happy birthday and welcome to your May 2019 tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. I'm so glad that you are here. I hope that if you had your birthday in April, that you had a fabulous birthday. And if you're having your birthday in May, that it is just glorious for you. So before I came on camera, I tuned in and as some of you may know, if you've been watching, I get my intuitive information from hearing things and seeing things. I mean, that's, clairaudience and clairvoyance. So images and sounds. So the image I got for you, I didn't really hear any messages, but what I saw, well, I did hear one thing, but it's associated with the image. I saw a manual shift car, probably like a little, kind of like Alfa Romeo Spider, like a little sports, like Italian sexy sports car. But more importantly, I saw the gear shifter. And you are shifting gears this month. That's what I'm seeing. I saw this movement of like your hand and you're shifting, okay? And you have to, the thing I heard though, is that you have to be careful that the gears don't grind. All right? So whatever that image means to you, how it fits into your life, that message, that resonance, is very individual to each person. If I were interpreting that image for myself, I would say that I need to make sure that I don't get, I've never really, well, that's not true. I have driven a stick shift and it was not successful. I did grind the gears because I wasn't quite coordinated enough when I was learning how to do the foot movements and all of that. So I gave it too much gas or whatever. Like there was the jerking motions. So to me, like this image is about how are you comfortably moving through life? Because the vehicle is about moving through life. And how are you going through the changes, the different levels, the different directions in your life that require different speeds? Because sometimes you may have to shift up to go faster. You may have to shift down to go slower. So there's this issue of flexibility, and which is an interesting thing with Taurus, right? Because Taurus likes habits and routines. It's not always easy for a Taurus to be flexible. So while this image is not really going with the flow, it's the idea, because you're controlling with the shifter, you're controlling the momentum. So that should comfort some of my Tauruses out there. But you have to be careful that the speed is the right one you need to be going at for the situation that you're in. So I hope that image is helpful to you as an intuitive message. This is a general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have, excuse me, if you have a personal concern, I will leave a link in the description and you can book a reading with me. And I have changed up some of my readings, so you may want to take a look at that if you've been to my website before. I'm going to be pulling 3 cards from the Rider-Waite deck, 3 cards from my other tarot deck, and some oracle cards to see what the energies are for you in the month of May. So it's about what the energies are and how you can work with them for your advantage. Because we have free will, we have free choice. We are co-creating our lives every moment. So when you know what the energies are, you can adjust accordingly. You can shift up, you can shift down, you can coast, you can, All right, so let's see what the messages are for you, Taurus. Some of you might be buying a new car. That's another thing with that image. All right, these did not break right. Let me try it again. No, still not. Still not right. Let's do it one more time. Okay, there we go. All right, what do we have here? All right, so Taurus, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords upside down. And we have the Two of Cups. So yes, some of you are charging forward in a new direction. There is very swift movement. This ties in with our car imagery, but particularly swift movement of mind. But this does tie in with possibly making the decision to buy a new vehicle. You may not buy the new vehicle in May. We'll see what the other cards have to say. but there's at least the intention, the thought process. You might be starting to do a vision board of the vehicle you want, something like that. So you're thinking about your movement in terms, literal movement of the type of vehicle that you have, if that's something in your life. Alternatively, we have the Queen of Swords upside down, and the Two of Cups is nearby. So this is very interesting energy. We have air sign energy. We have, I almost said Taurus. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. So there's a lot of emphasis on your thought process this month and or involvement with these people, maybe a Libra, these type of air energies. But the energy of a Queen of Swords upside down is possibly a decision that needs to be gone over again. Possibly, I'm hearing some of you are reconsidering your decision to not date. Some of you, I think some of you have kind of like thrown in the towel and just have been like, forget it. And I think you're going to be reconsidering that, because it's quite possible with this Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups here that an energy presents itself of a flirtation, of a meeting, and it comes in quickly. And that's why you're reconsidering. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't have been so hasty to take this vow of celibacy and to never date again, So that's one possible manifestation of this energy as well. Because remember, this is a general reading. So everybody's situation is a little different. Alternatively, this can also be some sort of energy around you that is kind of, I'm feeling like a frenemy energy that needs to be kind of dispensed with, that needs to go. I don't feel this energy is you at all, unless you're kind of rethinking a decision to date because somebody comes in. But I don't feel you're acting in this nasty, aggressive manner. I just don't feel that. I feel it's somebody around you, again, possibly an air sign, like a Gemini. And there once was a friendly connection with them, but I think that something swiftly changed with this person. Or, maybe they revealed this side of themselves that you really didn't ever see before. And so I think you're thinking, I've got to really cut this off fast. So that's another possible manifestation of this energy. But I'm predominantly feeling that you're rethinking a decision you made and regarding some sort of emotional connection, opportunity to date, to meet people, and you're going back out there. That's what I feel. Of course, not applicable to all Tauruses, because some Tauruses may be in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, Taurus, I think there could be an energy around you with this Queen of Swords upside down, an energy around you of somebody who's extremely jealous of your relationship status. Either they're literally jealous of the person you're with because they wanted that person for themselves, or they're just jealous. They think that like you have it all, and they're very jealous and envious of it. So, that's a possibility. Alternatively, you could be feeling that way about somebody else. That's another possible manifestation of this energy. But it's with this Knight of Swords here, it's like the situation of this energy presents itself very quickly. Let's hope it goes out just as quickly. Okay. All right, let's see what else we have. Our next tarot deck. But if you're looking for love, Taurus, if you did not take a vow of celibacy, if you're looking for connections, they can present themselves in lightning fast manner. The other thing I would say is to not present yourself as unavailable, because you may be unwittingly, unknowingly coming across as the Ice Queen or King, and you don't even realize it. So that's another possible interpretation of that energy. I'm not saying you are an ice queen or king. I'm just saying, like, you might be giving off that impression due to you just kind of dismissed romance from your life. But I'm telling you, the energy's there to meet someone very quickly if that's what you're interested in. Look at this. So as I'm saying that, what's the card that comes out? The Ace of Cups. Love begins. Hello. And we have patience. We have the alchemy card here. And we have the shadow, the moon card. So it can happen for you this month, Taurus. It can happen. So this is interesting. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, Knight of Swords. But even though something may come in quickly for you, you have to realize that I think the chemistry is going to be very strong, because this is the alchemy card. This is the temperance card in the other tarot deck. But it does take a while for the relationship to blossom. But I do believe there's instant chemistry there with you and this other person. I do think that the person could be a Cancer because of this moon card presenting itself here. And they're going to make you, but the relationship situation with them is going to encourage you to look at aspects of yourself that you have been running away from to a certain extent. Like I said, particularly if you've kind of resigned yourself to the fact that you're not going to ever be with anybody ever again. And then you meet somebody and you have to, confront some aspects of yourself in relationship. Maybe there are some things about being in a relationship that you need to, some unhealthy behaviors and habits that you need to take a look at. Because I think also that you have gotten in as we all can do, when you're alone for a while, you can get so used to your own ways, your own rut, your own space, it's all about you. And it can be challenging to let somebody else in and share and have to compromise and think of somebody else, especially because Taurus likes their routine so much. So you could have gotten into a routine that is really, I'm just going to say, not very welcoming to letting somebody else in. So that may be some part of the shadow, so to speak, and we all have it, the shadow energies to look at in your own behavior that you may, again, be unwittingly kind of keeping somebody at arm's length because of that stuff. But that notwithstanding, I also think it's a Cancer that might be coming in. I think Cancers and Libras have some influence in your life in May, Taurus. If you're happily in a relationship, you're just going to be feeling a renewal and a reconnection with this person. And it is quite possible that you and your significant other are embarking on some sort of project together. This can be building a family, because if you look at this card, this person has a seed in their hand that like the magic beanstalk here, that grows into a beautiful plant over time. So it could be that you just, the little seed of an idea with your significant other about a new family you want to start, a business, a creative project, even a journey, a trip that you guys want to go on. I mean, that's another possibility, but it will take a little time for that to develop. Maybe in about 5 months, because we have the 14, that's a 5. So maybe in about 5 months, it would develop into something quite substantial. This also, though, for me, is reconnecting to filling yourself up, filling your cup up, and doing things that nurture yourself, because this can be the same person. This does not have to be 2 different hands from 2 different people. This can be you. I know the sleeves are different colors, but The person could be wearing an eccentric garment. This could be you holding this cup and really figuring out what nurtures you and sustains you, what fills up your own cup. So you could be focused on I feel like a renewal of self-love, self-appreciation, self-esteem, that type of thing. And, growing a new, really making that blossom. You are the flower blossoming in your life, Taurus, from this energy as well. If you are perfectly happy being by yourself, if you are already in a relationship that's happy, this energy also speaks to that, of your own blossoming, nurturing, caretaking, energy that you are enjoying in the month of May as well. So this is really good energy. I think that the shifting of the gears has to do with this shadow as well. That there could be something unnecessarily tripping you up and stalling you out, and to work with my metaphor earlier in the reading. So that's just something to really kind of keep in the back of your mind. What kind of ways, let me pull up some oracle cards, what kind of ways are you impeding your own progress in a way, your own movement forward? Because you have lovely supportive energy here to make a leap. And that's the other thing about this Knight of Swords. This is a fast transition into a new reality. This requires you to be quick on the gearbox there, the gear shifter. So there is a situation in which your mind is going to be changed. And as someone who has Mercury in Taurus, once I get an idea, it is not easy to change my mind. So I can relate to Taurus on that level. So Taurus, you may be very surprised at how quickly you change your mind about something, as I've already said. And it could be about your own sense of self-worth, self-esteem, your own sense of what is now important to you. What type of project do you really want to grow from a little seed into a blossoming flower? And there could be a change of circumstance, a change that comes in very swiftly that you'll be amazed at how quickly you change your mind. Because all signs, while stubbornness has a bonus, stubbornness has a good side to it. It's called persistence. You don't give up. But sometimes stubbornness closes you off from other possibilities as well. So that's what I'm saying. I think this Knight of Swords energy is very telling for this month of May. The swiftness, being ready for that mental change. Changing your mind is going to come in. All right, I'm waiting for some cards to pop out. All right, let's take that one. What else that one's flying. All right, what else do my Tauruses need to know? And that one's flying at me. All right, what do we have here? Wow, this card's come up a lot this month. And I shuffled. Sag got this. Cancer just got this. Taurus, you're getting the Journey card. And you have Magician and the Mirror. Ooh, I love this card. And Walking Away, which ties into the Journey card as well. So movement, like I said, this is about movement, swift changes in thought. So for some of you with this energy, there will be walking away from a situation, a friendship, a love situation. Somebody, like I said, with this Queen of Swords energy upside down. This could even be a situation where you gave somebody a second chance, Taurus, and they blew it. They blew it. They blew it, and it is really time. It is really time to cut them loose. They presented the cup of friendship, but because this card's upside down, this Queen of Swords, they were not a true friend. And like I said, this could also apply to a possible flirtation, love situation, but a light one. I don't feel like it's a big, heavy breakup. I mean, of course, for some Tauruses it could be, but I just feel it's more like a friendship that's somehow soured because you gave them a second chance and they blew it. Walking away from that situation. Because that situation kept you trapped. Notice, I mean, this is almost like Eight of Swords energy as well here with this metal gate that's here. And we have little swords. You see this? So it's to me like that Eight of Swords card when, you know, she has the swords or he, you know, the figure has the swords all around them and they feel trapped. It's like you're walking away. You saw the light. You saw what was going on and you're walking away from that. Some of you are on a trip this month for your birthday. In fact, I know one Taurus who is. I don't know if he watches my YouTube videos, but one of my Taurus friends is celebrating his birthday and he is on a lovely trip overseas and he deserves it. And so some of you may be doing the very same thing, going away for your birthday. This could also be a shorter trip now and a longer trip in about 2 months in July. And you have a lot of options. You have almost too many options here with all these different destination signs that you can choose from. This is also signifying your spiritual journey, Taurus, because where are you moving forward? Notice, though, her hand is letting go of something, and her hand is pointed to the past. So there is this element with the walking away card. There is an element of letting go of a piece of your past in order to embark on this journey. So, like I said, for some of you, it is a literal journey. You're going to be traveling. Others of you, it is more of the metaphor, the spiritual metaphor of where you're at. And this is where you're at in your spiritual journey. Magician and the mirror. The power is in you. Because, of course, what are you seeing in the mirror? You're seeing yourself. And how are you seeing yourself? That is the question. How are you seeing yourself? Water, reflective, right? This is another mirror. Magician and the mirror. The light, the water. I mean, this to me is water. It's maybe air. I mean, it depends on how you interpret the image. But you're also combining elements, I feel here too. You're combining, I'm hearing the cool process of thought with the passionate heart. That's what I'm hearing. Because you do have sword energy this month. There is a lot of, like I said, mental activity. So, but with all this orange and yellow here, you're also combining that creativity, the creative chakra with the throat chakra too, with this blue. So very interesting energy. This to me is, like I said, looking at yourself and understanding that you are the magician in your own life. You are the one who is in control of what you want to manifest. It's you. You have the power. So very, very interesting. For some Tauruses, like I said, it's this idea of your self-esteem and how you're seeing yourself, and issues of being worthy of love, I think. For some Tauruses, not all. Because there's love around you this month, for sure. There's love with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. There's love around you. There's love potential there. But it's also a matter of the self-love. Doing mirror work may be helpful for you. If you're interested in that, Google Louise Hay mirror work. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it right now. I don't want the video is already 24 minutes. So I just want to, you can Google that. All right, Taurus, I went a little longer for you guys since it's your birthday month. All right, let's pull an angel answer card and see what we have for you. You can ask a question. This is going to be a good month for you. You're going to be pleasantly surprised, I think, by some interesting developments. All right, I'm waiting for a card to pop out. Okay, this one's flying at me. Success. Success, Taurus. Success. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good month. It's going to be a very good month for you. And I think this success is in whatever realm you want it to be in, really. Because it starts first in your mind with this change of your thoughts, particularly about yourself. And your belief in yourself, that really is coming out this month as well. Your belief in what you can manifest for yourself. And for some Tauruses, there will be success in walking away from a situation a friendship that is really no longer viable. And I think that this situation has been holding you back a little bit as well from manifesting everything that you want. There's an energetic drain on you. You may not even realize it until this person's out of your life. So that's another possibility. All right, Taurus, I hope that was helpful for you. Please let me know how the energies resonate.